This is a mock interview conducted by ForumIAS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent academicians, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the personality test conducted by UPSC.
May I come in, sir?
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Morning,
sir. Good morning, sir.
Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Be comfortable.
Yes.
And then tell us something about yourself.
Sir, I'm KV Srikanth. I'm from Andhra Pradesh, from Guntur district. I've did my engineering from Shiv Nadar University, Noida. Since then, sir, I'm preparing for the Indian Forest Service.
You didn't appear in civil services?
Sir, I have appeared in civil services, but my main goal is the Indian Forest Service.
You are coming from Guntur. What for Guntur is famous?
Sir, Guntur is have a rich history from Satavahanas to medieval Chalukyas and to Qutub Shahis, and it is also famous for Buddhist stupas. We have Undavalli caves in Amravati, which is famous for Amravati sculptures.
Agriculture or environment?
Sir, we have main crops like tobacco and chili.
Chili.
Yes, sir.
Guntur chilies are very famous.
Yes, sir, very famous.
How do you compare yourself with Guntur chili? You are sharp at Guntur chili or?
Sir, Guntur chili is very spicy and very tasty. It had.
Where are you putting up in Delhi or from where you are coming?
Sir, I am coming from the Andhra Pradesh Bhavan.
Andhra Pradesh Bhavan. So what did you notice while coming from Andhra Pradesh Bhavan to this place? How did you come? You took a metro or?
I took a cab, sir.
Cab. So what did you observe?
Sir, I have observed various government buildings. I have observed Election Commission of India and also Dak Bhavan, Niti Ayog, various gurudwaras and churches.
Any tree, any plant?
Trees I have observed. Sir, there is Ashoka tree.
Where did you find Ashoka tree?
In Andhra Pradesh Bhavan itself, there are many
perfect,
trees.
Fine. What else?
Sir, there are other trees, but I couldn't recognize that. I have to take photo and then recognize from the app, but I didn't have the time to do that.
Good. But you like countryside walking also?
Yes, sir.
What do you observe while walking?
Sir, I mainly observe the agricultural fields, which generally have paddy or green gram, and also I have observed many birds like mynas, black drongos, cattle egrets, and
What
Indian roller also, sir. These birds and plants I have observed.
If I ask you to describe a paddy field,
Yes, sir.
apart from paddy,
Yes, sir.
what other biodiversity you will find there?
Yes, sir. Sir, mainly there are grasses along the canal sides and
In the paddy field.
Sir, in the paddy field we have various insects, insect taxa, and also we have very many weeds growing in there. It may be one type of weed or common other type of weeds depending upon the location.
Rats.
Yes, sir. There are rodents,
Rodents.
etc.
Birds.
Are there.
Sometimes you find in the paddy field there is a scum formation, bluish green. What is that? And does it help in agriculture?
Sir, the scum formation. Sir.
There is a bluish green scum formation
Yes, sir.
in the paddy field. Do you think in some way it helps the paddy or it is a weed?
Sir, I think it is a type of algae, but I'm not sure, really sure about it, if it helps the paddy field or...
Perfect, sir.
You appeared for civil service examination also, huh?
Yes, sir.
Where? Suppose Government of India calls you and say, we are short of funds, so tell me how we can increase the revenue of our zoo. How we can increase?
Sir, mainly the government revenues come from the tax sources and non-taxable sources. In taxable sources, we have direct taxes and indirect taxes. We can streamline the direct taxes. We are also levying equalization levy and other various taxes from the companies.
No, my question is very specific. You are in charge, for example, Zoological Park of Delhi. चिड़ियाघर ऑफ दिल्ली, यू आर इन चार्ज, एंड आई आस्क यू दैट ये इतना कम रेवेन्यू आता है, टिकट विकेट से कुछ होता नहीं है. टेल मी व्हाट मोर एक्टिविटीज, व्हाट मोर वी कैन ऐड टू द एक्सपीरियंस when these private sector parks are charging 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 and people are paying happily. So अपना 35-40 रुपए से हम कैसे बढ़ाएं? Offer me those suggestions. Only from zoo's perspective. Now you are officer of zoo, not finance secretary of government of India. Think from that viewpoint.
Sir, I would develop the more attractions in the zoo. And also, I would possibly increase the ticket prices to a balance so that we can improve the revenue from the zoo. So these are the two things I can think of right now.
How we can increase outreach of this zoo? I mean, earlier kids used to be very much interested to visit our zoo, but these days because everything they have on their geographic channel on their screen, how we can increase the outreach? Various sections of society can be brought to zoo. Tell me some communication strategy, some public relations strategy.
Sir, from my state, we have Sri Venkateshwara Zoological Park. It runs various awareness campaigns around the Tirupati state so that we can increase the awareness among the people that they can experience more in the zoo, so that they can get the good experience from the zoo. And also, sir, there is Nagarvanam concept in Andhra Pradesh. This also can be used for the improvement of the awareness, so that people tend to go to the zoos more and find this connect with the nature, so that they can appreciate this environment and wild animals, which in turn can preserve increase the consciousness and preserve the ecological aspects.
Recently, we have taken some cheetahs from Namibia, and we are listening to reports almost regularly that one cheetah is dead, 2 cheetah is dead. What are the reasons behind that?
Sir, while doing this cheetah reintroduction, there is expected casualties while relocation. Recently, they have died due to some cheetahs died due to kidney failure and adaptation to the new climate. Because so these are the health effects during the relocation, which cheetahs are.
Is it ordinary or extraordinary?
Sir, I'm not exactly sure, but I think it is ordinary, normal functioning of the. There is survival rate of the cheetahs in the cubs also. Some cubs will not make it to the adulthood.
Suppose we are class 8 plus audience, and I request please tell me differences between cheetah and tiger. Tell me the fine differences between cheetah and tiger. Are they same or some?
No, sir. They are different genus. Cheetah is Acinonymus jubatus and tiger is Panthera tigris. They are different genus. And cheetah is a small build, tiger is a heavy build. Cheetah has spots and tiger has stripes through which we can identify these animals. Tiger is acting alone while hunting, and cheetah is very fast and tiger is very strong. These are the basic differences I can think so.
Where in our country we have crocodile park? Any crocodile park that you have heard of?
Sir, we have crocodile park in Chambal National Park and wild crocodile sanctuary. We can find the crocodiles there, gharials, etc. I think it is located in Madhya Pradesh, if I am not wrong, sir.
Okay. Sir.
Hello, Srikanth.
Hello, sir.
Let's continue with that only. You said that in Chambal we have crocodile and gharial. So what is the difference between crocodile and gharial? How will you spot a gharial from a crocodile?
Sir, the basic difference between saltwater crocodile and gharial is gharial have long snout and slender snout, while the crocodile has a wider snout. And also, crocodile is much heavier than the gharial, sir. Also, there is other type of crocodile, sir, mugger crocodile. These are the 3 types of crocodile.
What are invasive species?
Sir, invasive species are external species coming from the outside which are not endemic to the area, which tends to disturb the
Let me ask you this. What is the difference between an invasive species and an alien species?
Sir, invasive species tend to destroy the biodiversity or hamper the biodiversity in the area by growing rapidly and also using all the resources in the area.
And give me examples also.
Sir, we have Senna spectabilis, we have Lantana camara. In the Satyamangalam National Park, we have, sir, this problem mainly. In Nilgiris also. We have water hyacinth, sir, and also Prosopis joylifera, which is a muscat tree. These four are mainly have main problems in India.
What is bioremediation?
Sir, it is the process where we use biological methods to clear the waste. We can use various bacteria, microorganisms, etc. to remediate this waste and to clean this waste. We have various methods in this via bioasperaging, bioventing, etc. to clean the waste.
Now, this was used recently in Hyderabad.
Yes, sir.
What was the technique that they used?
Sir, bioremediation, I couldn't exactly recall what technique they have used.
What are the various techniques that are generally used in bioremediation?
Sir, we make a culture of the bacteria or microorganisms and we introduce it in the waste so that it will degrade through anaerobic and aerobic means. We have bioasperaging and bioventing, etc.
Okay.
Yes, sir. These methods we have.
All right. Srikanth,
Yes, sir.
you want to become a forest officer. Now, what are the roles and responsibilities of a forest officer? Let's talk about the DFO.
Yes, sir.
What are the roles and responsibilities?
Sir, the main role of the DFO is to implement the various acts for the forest protection. We have WPA Act, we have Indian Forest Act 1927, and we have the Forest Compensatory Act and the CAMPA Act. These are the main legal responsibilities of the DFO, sir. Along with this, we have tribal development and also nature conservation and wildlife conservation. We have JFM practices and also you have to actively patrol in the forest so that many illegal activities like illegal felling, poaching can be curbed. And also you have to give clearances for any development projects. These are the main tasks of the forest officers.
Two questions arise from this.
Yes,
One
sir.
is, what are the various criticisms of the Forest Act? And second is, how will you reduce man-animal conflict as a DFO?
Sir, as per the criticisms, the forests are classified as reserved forest and protected forest, which many people are not allowed into this forest. So there is this criticism of a obstacle for the development. But what I see, sir, it is a speed breaker for the development. Like we tend to do the environment impact assessment and clear the development projects. This is the major criticism. We can also see this in the Gadgil report in the Western Ghats, where many states have protested against this Gadgil report, sir, where he said that 67% should be under the eco-sensitive zones. This is the major criticism in the Forest Act, sir. And regarding human-animal conflict, sir, we have various conflicts like from tigers, elephants, boars.
Let's take monkeys.
Monkeys,
How will
sir.
you reduce the monkey menace?
Sir, in Srisalem Tiger Reserve in our area, there is a monkey menace due to feeding of the monkeys from the passengers by the tourism and the people who come for the tourism. We can curb this feeding of the wild animals so that they can be remained in the forest areas itself. They are coming to the roads because they are becoming a habitat to the tourists. So we can curb this, and also we can make sure the monkeys are in the protected zone and not venture outside.
How will you make sure that?
So one thing is to stop the feeding from the tourists. Second is to increase the predator base. So these are the two things I can recall right now.
What are the steps? You only said that EIA has to be done. Tell me, what is EIA and what are the steps that are undertaken in an EIA?
Sir, before any development project, these projects are categorized into A, B and B1. We have to take, any project director have to take this EIA. it has mainly steps of screening, scoping, public input, and
Who conducts it?
Sir, in India, we generally give this to third-party areas where they conduct the EIA for the company, and this can be submitted to the Central Environment Ministry for the further clearance.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What are the steps?
Sir, we have screening of the project first, whether it needs EIA or not. After that, we have scoping, what impacts it is having on the environment, and we have impact assessment. After that, we have public consultations. If there are any public affected by it, or also taking public opinions. And after that, we will give this report to the Environment Ministry, sir.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Srikanth.
Yes, sir.
I think read a bit more on current affairs, what's happening, and what are the allocations in recent budget for forestry. City forestry is also a topic of the day because of pollution. And who is our forest minister, you know? Who is our forest minister? These kind of details you
I know,
must
but
have.
don't recall. Yes, sir.
So that's all from my side.